Merry Christmas, everybody. You're watching Picks with David, a special Christmas edition here, Sunday, and then the Monday night football game. Hey, we went 4-0 yesterday on the Christmas Eve video. Let's see if we can make it happen again today. We begin with the 6-8 Green Bay Packers playing at the 8-6 Miami Dolphins. Green Bay is hanging in here for dear life, but they've got to win every single game down the stretch here in order to make the playoffs, as there's just too many other teams that are ahead of them at this particular time. As for the Miami Dolphins, they are in the thick of the playoff race between them, the Chargers. It looks like it's going to come down to either maybe they both make the playoffs or only one of them does. So the Dolphins definitely need to win this game against the Packers to keep their playoff hopes alive. Now, for the Packers, they've struggled on offense throughout the season. They've started to come around the last couple of weeks because they have started to run the football, something they should have been doing the entire year, setting up the play-action passing by running the ball dominantly with that good offensive line and the two-headed attack of A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. Aaron Rodgers is finally coming around to, getting in sync with his receivers, and Christian Watson has been huge for the Packers over the last several weeks. Romeo Doubs has just come back from injury, and he looks like he's starting to blend in as well. Look for Randall Cobb and Alan Lazard, the veterans, to make a few plays here and there. On the Dolphins side, this is about their defense. Can they stop the running game of the Green Bay Packers? Offensively, because they're playing at home, the weather should be decent. They've been explosive this year when Tua Tagovailoa is accurate with the football. That is basically what this whole game comes down to. If Tua is accurate with the ball, he will get the ball to his playmakers. They can run the football with Mostert and Wilson Jr. I think the Miami Dolphins win the game on Christmas Day. Game number 2 on Christmas is between a pair of 4-10 teams. No playoff implications here in this game at all. Good opportunity to take a nap after having that turkey or ham and opening up some packages on Christmas. The Broncos come to town to play the Rams. The Rams have got Baker Mayfield, but no Aaron Donald defensively. Their receivers are all hurt, but I like Mayfield's ability to make a few plays. They're playing at home. This is all about pride at this point. I don't like the Denver Broncos personally as a team. I know that they have started to do a few things here and there. It doesn't really matter whether they start Russell Wilson or not. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams in this matchup. The final game on Christmas Day pits the 6-8 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 4-10 Arizona Cardinals. Tampa Bay is hanging on for dear life here as they try to hold off in division the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. If the Buccaneers were to lose this game, that's going to open the door for other teams in their division to possibly leapfrog them over the next couple of weeks, win the division, and make the playoffs. I don't think that's the way that Tom Brady wants to go out. There's speculation he may retire at the end of the season, go ahead and join the Fox NFL booth. But if it is or it isn't, it's important, I'm sure, for him to not go down this week here on Christmas. They're going to be playing against a third-string quarterback in Trace McSorley for Arizona. Both Colt McCoy and, of course, Kyler Murray out for the season. And so here you have, the Arizona Cardinals probably going to run the football the best they can, try to make a few plays here and there, look for a trick play or two from Cliff Kingsbury's team as they're playing at home on Christmas and are desperate to just make a few plays here and there and try to win the game. Kingsbury's got his job probably on the line right here. Even though he signed that extension, even though Murray got hurt, the team has not performed well down the stretch in any of his 3 seasons as head coach. And so I really think that it is imperative that Arizona puts on a good show against a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that has not looked good all season long. But in this particular case, I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win the game on Sunday Night Football, Christmas style. Monday Night Football, you've got the 8-6 Los Angeles Chargers at the 4-9-1 Indianapolis Colts. Despite the poor record, the Indianapolis Colts have played some of the better teams in the league very tough this year. The Colts beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They had a huge lead on the Minnesota Vikings, but allowed it to slip away in the biggest comeback of all time in NFL history last week. So we know that they can put up some points offensively. The defense has been suspect. They can't afford to turn the football over if they want to stay in the game against this Chargers high-powered offense. Now the Chargers, who over the last several years have been this close to making the playoffs, look like they're finally on the doorstep of doing so. But they have to continue to win, or they're going to fall behind other teams in the conference. So here they come to Indianapolis, and of course they'll run the football with Austin Eckler. You know that Herbert can get the ball down the field. His receivers are finally starting to get healthy. He's got, Allen. He's got Williams and an emerging couple of receivers in Joshua Palmer and DeAndre Carter. So now look for those players to make some big plays. Look for them to try to run the football, make lots of plays defensively against what has become a porous offensive line for the Indianapolis Colts. I'll take the Chargers on Monday Night Football, and there's my Christmas picks for you here today. Well, another edition of Picks with David in the books. Hope you like my cool background here I found. Merry Christmas to everybody out there, to your family, your friends. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next week for the start of Week 17, the final Thursday night football game of the season. Until then, happy holidays, everybody.